Hey there, Cheesemeisters, and welcome back to the Peach Pod. That would have been Good Golly, Miss Molly by Mitch Ryder and the Detroit. Just kidding. That would have been In the Mood by Glenn Miller, which is playing. Just kidding. That would have been Hold On by Ray Pruitt, who sings it while there's a game of musical chairs with children happening. That is that. I feel like musical chairs songs should be upbeat and peppy.
Absolutely.
Not dirgeful. Hold on. Try to find a chair.
Those kids looked so dour and sullen.
I know. It's like they're musical chairs like this.
They were dead inside.
Of course they were. Because they were holding on to that last chair.
I have another song idea because I feel like it should also be the Pina Colada song, considering what happens between Claire and Steve.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah. Fuck. All right, we're going to have to get into Tenderheart and Cuddles for sure. I'm Jeff, and love makes me cry. And joining me on the other end of the internet, my host.
I'm Leslie, and why don't you just get a dirty magazine like normal people?
That's right. Yep. Cybersex for Steve in the kitchen.
That was hardly cybersex.
It wasn't. Was he in all caps? I think he probably was. I didn't notice.
They didn't zoom in close enough, and your girl needs bigger print.
Well, that's fair. Totally fair. I take the iPad and I watch it like this.
Oh, yeah.
Just right up to the face. This week, Cheesemeisters, we are talking about season 6, episode 4. Everything's coming up videos. Original air date, September 27th, 1995. Did you throw up in your mouth or throw something in this episode full of nonsense?
I threw up every single time Brandon opened his mouth.
This band is righteous.
Oh, we'll get to it, but he says some shit this episode that I was like, stop talking, please.
Yeah. So you would not, at the end of the episode, been like, great lips.
Fuck no!
You would have been like, seal those lips. I don't want to hear any more words come out of them.
The minute he was like, don't you have anything nice you want to say to me? I would have been like, I love watching you go. Like,
that's right, because she likes his butt.
Please leave. Like, I love when you're not here.
Yep, she likes his butt. And his mouth.
I mean, you can like his butt, fine, but like, Susan, you can do so much better.
Susan likes both ends of his gastrointestinal system. Where the food goes in and where the food comes out, she is a big fan of both.
You know, and it's important to love both and to have someone else love both. My God.
What? What?
Not that much love, but you know what? Not my kink, but fine. Go for it.
She wants to put her tongue places. This is all it seems like to me. So, yeah. So here's what happens in this episode. This episode it's full of nonsense, but it's okay. Dylan is typing a letter to the FBI. Okay. Dear FBI, if you read this, I am dead.
Also,
okay.
You suck at your job.
Yeah. I have to go get Tony Marchette because you didn't do it, even though you know he killed my dad. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
Dylan is being a Karen right now.
He really is. I'm writing to your manager, Special Agent Christine.
Because you didn't do your job, now I have to do your job. And this all could have been avoided if you had just done your job.
Yep. You had spent way too much time not decorating that office you work in.
XOXO Dylan.
That's right. And he's rudely interrupted by like the hottest woman on the planet showing up at his front door. God, she's pretty. There are some people who should just have curly hair like that, and boy, she is one of them.
She sure is.
My Lord. It's her and Carrie Russell. That's it. That's the list. Like, give me that curly hair all day long. And Tony shows up and she's like, I found out where you live. And he's like, I don't like this very much. And she said, phone book. And he's like, fuck, I forgot I put my name in the phone book.
Yep.
And so she's like, let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me. And so they do. But we never get to see that because opening credits. And then we go to CU, where everyone is gathered in the classroom that they have, apparently. And Leslie Sumner is back.
Yep. She sure is.
And not Leslie Sumner, or Leslie Sumner. What is her name? What the fuck? Schulman? Yeah. Leslie Sumner Schulman. She drops the Schulman again. Because Andrea's gone. No need to pretend that she cares about being Jewish anymore.
Nope.
And so she's Leslie Sumner. And she has a job. She graduated from CU. Good job, Leslie.
Way to
Proof
go.
that the workforce exists in the mid-90s. And I know it's tough. And you know who she works for now? She works for the Rose Bowl, the Rose Parade. That's, did you know we're doing that this year, apparently?
Wait, what?
We're doing the Rose Bowl.
Chicago
season 6 of 90210 is doing.
Oh, yeah. No. Way to go! Clearly, I don't know what this means.
Well, it's in honor of your 2026 Rose Bowl champions, the Indiana Hoosiers.
Hey.
Yep. Wait, do you really not know what the Rose Bowl is?
I know in theory.
Oh my Lord!
It's a parade. It's a football game.
Okay, that's more or less it.
See.
In the 90s, because right now it's different because the world has changed. But in the 90s, the Rose Bowl was one of the big college football bowl games that took place on New Year's Day. There was a small handful. And the Rose Bowl was always played between the champion of the Big Ten and the champion of the Pac-10, which is like UCLA, USC, Washington, Oregon, West Coast schools, Pacific 10. Now, UCLA, USC, Oregon, and Washington are part of the Big Ten because that fucking makes sense. Anyway, and as part of the festivities around this game, there is a Rose Parade. It's a big fucking deal. It's on TV on New Year's Day every year.
Yeah.
You probably have seen it a little bit. There's a rose court full of college chicks. They ride on parades and they wave. That's what happens. This year, apparently, 1996, Donna's involved. Yay. So
of course.
Yeah. So she's given the whole rose parade thing. Everyone gets to come to the ball with a guest. It's great. And Val is there, and Claire is there, and Kelly and Donna, and because everybody has to show up. And then Brandon and Susan are in the back of the room having banter.
Barely.
He's gonna write a column. She's gonna write an editorial. His is gonna be about how much he likes parades, which is wrong. Parades are boring. It's just traffic with flowers.
Yeah.
And she is probably gonna shit on it because Susan.
Because that's what she does. She shits on things.
It is kind of what she does. But
I feel like, in Susan's defense...
No!
Notice how I'm leaving space for you to offer dissent. Because I am better than you.
No, I know your dissent's coming and you're going to do it anyway. Why do I have to leave space for it? It's part of the gig. It's a running gag now.
In Susan's defense, I really feel like Brandon is prompting her. Like he's coming in to the room with so you're gonna say some bullshit about this being anti whatever, and she's like, well, actually.
But here's the thing. Yes, she is. He's right. That is her default setting. Her default setting is this is stupid and probably sexist and fuck everybody.
But you know what? Susan, in this episode, was me in high school, keeping my shit to myself, and then everyone else being like, oh, you probably think gay people should have rights. And I'm like, why not? But okay,
right.
I wasn't brave enough to say things yet, people, but at the same time,
I know in the same way that I knew you would see yourself in Brenda, I know you see yourself in Susan. I just know it. There's no fucking way around it. And so
The
she's not
least liked
wrong.
characters I see myself in.
I know, and self-loathing. Look, Susan's not wrong. Like, this is stupid. It is sexist. Pageants are dumb, unless they're Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah.
Then even that, but that's real fucking dumb too. Everybody knows it.
Right. But
So
also, if you really want to do that, do pageants.
sure,
I've considered
They're dumb and sexist and gross. And she thinks that. We all know she thinks that. So does Brandon. He's just pointing it out so that she doesn't have to, even though she's gonna anyway, because Susan can't fucking stop. And I don't even think that's bad. Like, people shit on Susan. They don't like her. And I get it. But it's not, I don't think, because they disagree with Susan. It's that she is written to be caustic. And
Yes.
her relationship with Brandon is written to be like golden era, rom-com, his girl Friday shit. In the 90s. Like, that's what they're doing. It's so, like, if you don't like it, that's fine. You don't like it. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But that's what this is. And
I sense that, like, but it's not written really well. And, like, I even noticed myself getting I know. I shouldn't be shocked. I know. That one's on me. I forgot what I'm watching.
Yeah.
But no, I found myself getting a little annoyed at her and their back and forth. And it's, as you said, it's how they're writing her and what they're trying to do between them. And it's just, I don't know. It's not really working.
I know. We've wanted all along for someone to tell Brandon to shove a pickle up his ass. And now that we've got someone doing that, we find that it's slightly off-putting. It's just, be careful what you wish for, I suppose. But they're, they're all interested. Brandon's there because his good friend Leslie.
I know, right?
They spoke ever. Like, he knows who she is basically the extent of their relationship.
I met her once in passing.
Yeah, she let John Sears try to rape those girls. I'm not sure she should be in charge of this, but okay,
she
whatever.
Was the least annoying woman at Take Back the Week.
Yeah, and she was kind of rude to Andrea, but whatever. Who wasn't?
How dare you show off your Jewish faith?
I know. But Donna's real excited about this Rose Parade situation and the waving and whatnot. What Donna gets wrong there, by the way, is that this isn't the wave.
No.
Okay. The wave is this. No, that's the Queen's wave. That's different. The wave is short, short, long, long. Short, short, long, long. That's the pageant wave.
How do you know?
I knew someone in college who did this. Not for the Rose Bowl, something else. But it's a short, short, long.
I'm a little sad it's not thank you for being here today.
No, that's different. Because the thing is, like, you're on a float. You're going very slowly down the street. And if you're just doing this, you're probably gonna get carpal tunnel. Like, you gotta switch it up a little bit. It just keeps it fresh for the performer, I think, is when you have two different things to do.
I think they need a puppet who can wave.
Oh, there you go. Lady Elaine.
Yes!
Yeah. Lady Elaine's scary looking there.
Lady Elaine would flip people off. We need...
That's right.
No, we need, oh my God, what's the Queen's name? I know it's King Friday, Prince Tuesday. What's the Queen's name?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh my God, maybe the Queen doesn't have a name, but it needs to be her.
Yeah, agreed. So they're doing all that. They're getting ready to do some Rose Bowl shit. There's a party coming up. There's a ball at the end of the episode. Everybody gets 2 tickets. It's nice. Come have fun. Wear a tuxedo that you must already own, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh.
This is the things that bother me about things. So that's all going on. But Ray and Donna, after that, they gotta go to visit Joe Cola, and Jessica, Jerry's daughter, who loves Ray, is working the front desk. Her left nose doesn't work, which I like. Doesn't know the word
I mean,
nostril. She's a
I
child.
love that too, but also, why is your kid working on a sick day?
Right. And also, why is she offering Donna her snot juice? Gross.
I mean, that's a kid.
Yeah, super gross. And Jerry's like, "Hey, you're here. Where's my secretary?" And his daughter's like, "She's having a smoke.
She's having a smoke, Daddy.
She's down in the parking lot, just ripping darts. Fine." And he's like, "Okay,
Doing lines. I think
Yeah,
she had some juice.
that's right." And she's like, "Look, Daddy Ray's here. I love him." And he's like, "Oh, I brought you a tape." And Jerry's like, "Cool, later."
He's such a jerk.
Jerry's super rude. Like, if you want the people who are going to work for your record label to feel insecure and unsteady, keep doing it, Jerry, because you're doing a great job. You are planting doubts in Ray's head. It's not cool. He's like, "Don't worry about it. I'll listen to it." And Jessica's like, "I'll listen to it, Ray." Hi, Ray.
Hi, Ray.
Um,
Push me down the stairs, Ray.
That's right.
What?
Go around a goosey, ducky with your tape, Ray. Yeah, gross. So that's all going on. And then back in the Walsh kitchen where the computer is, because it's the 90s and people don't know. It's weird. At least it's not on the counter anymore. At least they put a desk up in the corner.
Yeah, like where it is, it's fine. It's not
Yeah.
great. We had a computer room, but like,
Yeah. But you don't look, just because Cindy used to chop apples there doesn't mean you put your apple there. You put it over here.
zing.
Move it. I know, nailed it. And Steve is online dating and pretending to be a Care Bear, which is amazing. It's why I suggested potentially
No, I know.
watching the Care Bear movie this week.
I am glad I thought of something else.
I don't know. That would have been funny. I've never seen the Care Bear movie. I'm sure it's delightful. Love makes me cry.
What?
Here's the thing about that is dead on balls accurate. It's an industry term. Is in college there is a natural tendency to be nostalgic about the things from your childhood, even though that was only like 10 years ago. It wasn't that long ago. But if you want to tap into someone's feeling of warmth and love and security, going with something they loved as a child, a cartoon, is really a smart idea, and it's natural. And so Steve is like, Care Bears. And he's like, I mean, he's trying to be manipulative, but in like the nicest way Steve has ever tried to be manipulative. So it's like you almost give him credit for it. You know?
Almost.
Like, this is the least shitty you've ever been to somebody, maybe.
Yeah.
You're lying. I mean, obviously, no, everyone knows you're not really tenderheart. But he's got cuddles on the line, and he's real excited about it. Like, he is... Look, 90210 invented online dating. They just did. And Claire and Steve invented lying about themselves online.
They sure
It's
did.
impressive. I mean, she invented trolling, and now she invented this. Claire is... She sees the future and she creates it out of whole cloth and midriffs. So Brandon gives them some shit and they do the lip quiver thing, which that is more Steve and Brandon being goofy on camera. And there's something about that I enjoy. Like,
Me too.
Even later in the episode, did you notice Steve did the...
I missed it.
Yeah, when he finds out who Cuddles is, like right before, and he's like, "Oh yeah."
Amazing.
Yep. And then he turns and sees who Cuddles is, and it's all crazy. Did you know that that's who Cuddles was? I'm sure you did. No?
You know what? I think I got so caught up in the shit Brandon was saying, I forgot to be perceptive elsewhere.
Okay.
I also was really confused by Kelly in this episode. So like honestly, I could not predict things in this because it was all weird. It was all weird. A lot of weird reactions to things. And also the very end, I was just like, okay, Yeah, my Spidey senses were turned off, like in the second Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, because it's fucked up. Like
Yeah.
people do a lot of weird stuff in this episode. They say they're going to do something and then they do the exact opposite 35 seconds later. It's weird. Don't worry, I have a list. Then David is playing cards with Sheila. We get to see her. She's on camera finally. And he's like, God, more bridge? Jesus. And she's like, please stay and play more bridge. And he's like, I have to go study. And she's like, you can study with me. I'm smart. Not like everybody says. Not dumb. I'm smart. And I want respect. She's Fredo. You haven't seen Godfather Part 2. It's fine.
No.
So he plays some more bridge with Sheila. And it looks like a drag. But whatever. I'm sure nothing's going to come of that. And back at the Peach Pit, Steve is bad at math, but Willie is not bad at math. Willie is smart. Just doing mental multiplication off the top of the dome just while he's flipping burgers and washing pans or whatever he's doing back there.
I hadn't thought about this, but just so many people defying stereotypes and showing how smart they are. Like, hey, I'm mentally ill, not dumb.
Right.
Hey, I work in a restaurant. I'm not dumb. Like,
right. Yeah, I'm fucking Willie. Did you meet Jawan? Makes me smart that I know Jawan. He knows how to squash it.
Yeah.
That's right. And Steve's done a terrible job on his homework. 2 out of 30 or whatever. He only finished 2 problems. This fucker's lazy. And Claire comes in and yells at him. And she's like, look, if you keep jagging off like this, I'm going to charge you double. But just because
do that math, bitch.
Yeah, it's going to cost you twice as much to disappoint me, you fucknut. And so she has a meeting to go to, so she turns around and sits down at the table right behind him. And the meeting is the girls. They're having further discussions about the Rose Parade. And Donna's real excited. And Claire and Kelly are like, sure, we'll do it. And Val's like, I did a pageant once with Brenda. It was Cindy's idea. It sucked. I vomited.
Cindy Welsh's idea.
Cindy Welsh. That's right. That's how you say it in Buffalo, I guess.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I've been to Buffalo. I never said Walsh there. I don't know.
Wow.
Why would
How do you all say Walsh?
Yeah.
Welsh. Oh, interesting.
Oh, I guess she nailed that. Good choice, Tiff. But she's like, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to this stupid thing. And they're like, well, okay, I guess you're out. And then she goes in the other room and just does a terrible job of taping a ceiling. Like, have you ever taped a room off to paint?
Yes.
My God, they're bad at it.
It was bad.
Like, you gotta go one direction. If you start here and then have a big old saggy ass loop of tape and then you work towards the middle, unless you have measured precisely, which Colin does not do, you're gonna have just this big gap in the middle, extra fucking tape. It's terrible. They're doing an awful job.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad that I'm not alone.
Yeah.
And but before she goes in there, Val's like, hey, I'll talk Colin in to come into your thing. Don't worry about it.
Stay out of it, Val.
And she's like, no, I got it. Don't worry. And then she goes in there and does exactly the opposite of that.
Yeah, back to scheming.
Yeah, she goes in there and she's like, oh, I'm not even going to go to that either. You should just stay here and work the whole time. I'll keep you company. And you're like, but you just what is happening here?
$8 million!
$8 million! She's trying to get through the here and now. She's not doing a good job of it. This is confusing.
She's not.
Yeah. So that's all weird. And then Donna and Felice are getting a weekly manicure. Weekly? What kind of shit job is your manicurist doing that it has to be touched up every week?
No kidding.
That is a money grab on the manicurist part. I don't like it.
I mean, they didn't have like gels or anything yet, so I don't know. Maybe in '95 they did have to go weekly.
They had French tips. I mean, that's what Felice got.
It's
classic. Yeah.
I
don't know. And Donna's like, hey, Mom, guess what I'm doing? I'm going to try out for the Rose Parade. And Felice is like, you dumb bitch. Why would you do that?
She was so out of my god, I know you're Felice, but geez, Louise.
I know. Yeah, she's like, this is a stupid idea. You know what was a good idea? The Texas dip.
Oh my
You
god.
should have done that instead of this. And Donna's like, man, this conversation took a left turn I wasn't expecting. And not me,
Donna?
because I just assumed Felice is awful.
I felt Donna in this scene. I
Of
was
course
like,
you
oh, this is
Yep.
relatable.
This episode is a Leslie mirror. It's like, I see myself everywhere. Oh
I
my
know.
God. And these mirrors it's like a fun house. Like they're all distorted, and it's like some of them you're really tall and thin, and some of them you're squat.
It's pretty wild. The
Uh-huh.
ways I see myself in this episode. I'm just
I
like,
know.
oh, weird.
You didn't know that when you agreed to this, it was just going to be like 10 seasons of weird therapy. Like the strangest
I'm gonna
therapy.
be so healed by the end of this,
Oh
you
my
won't
God.
even recognize me.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's I think we've made a lot of progress here today.
We have.
$80, please.
No.
You're right. $220, please.
Damn it!
The
I should have
prices
said
have-
yes when I had the chance.
They've really gone up on your hour-long therapy sessions. So that's weird. Donna and Felice are at it again. Dylan comes to the Condor's nest with a motorcycle helmet, and it's like, hey, guess what I have? A motorcycle. And Tony's like, guess what I don't have anymore? Classes today. And so they leave. And they go riding a motorcycle, and Bruno puts his newspaper down and follows them. Have you seen that thing? I don't know why I'm thinking about it. I know why, because it's newspaper. Have you seen that thing where Jay Pritchett, Al Bundy, Ed O'Neill, he's been using the same prop newspaper for like 30 years on camera?
What?
Yeah, I've seen this online a few times. Like Jay is reading the same paper that Al Bundy would read. It's the same prop.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's glorious. So do you
I
think
love
Bruno
that.
has got that prop newspaper, same newspaper? I hope so.
I've just never known people to be able to keep their props or bring their own in this case. I mean,
Yeah.
have I taken some props from shows? Yes, I have.
This shirt, in fact. I'm wearing it now. Yeah. But, Bruno's like, I guess I got to follow these fuckers. His whole job is following this hot chick around, and he's not able to have sex with her. It's a terrible job.
Yeah.
You get to watch her make out with other dudes.
He enjoyed it.
I don't know. We're going to talk about Bruno, even though we're not supposed to.
Oh no.
Yep. I don't know how that song goes. I've only seen that movie once, but I know.
I was gonna say I have an idea, but even though I've seen it and everyone sang that for a bit, but yeah, that's
Yep.
I'm done there on the oh no's.
It's fine. So then there's the I don't even know what it is at the Rose Palace that they go to. They used to belong to the Wrigley family.
Oh.
That's what they say. And so they're all there for this thing where they all get it's Secret Agent Man. You know that song?
Yeah.
Giving you a number and I take away your name. That's what they do to all the girls. So
Yep.
Donna's 675.
It's an
And all the-
audition.
Yeah, all the girls. This audition though, they don't get sides. They just have to go up and introduce themselves and say like a sentence with
Hey.
no parameters, no guidance. Like how do you even know if? And I'm sure that this is just what acting is like. But so again, mirror.
I mean, I hadn't even thought about it, but yeah, when they come in, that's basically a slate. And like, since a lot of shit starts with self-taping now,
Right.
One of the recent tips I got was like, have a slate video on your thing and always make it available because that's going to be what shows your personality. But again, slates are typically just, hi, I'm so-and-so, local to this place, this height, non-union.
Right, there you go. And
A
that's
little less head tilting because that's not
Sure.
me, but
And that's what the one girl does that we don't know who she is. Even I think she said her name, but I don't know.
but
she
another
says her
Asian
number.
who gets to speak.
She does. Cute as a button, that one.
Yes.
And I hope she makes it. I hope she gets to be the Rose
I do too.
Queen. I don't know. I don't remember. But Donna comes up and is like, "I'm Donna. I'm not from Pasadena. I hope that's not a problem for you, because this is Pasadena and it's the Rose Bowl. And I love the Rose Bowl." And they're like,
You are
"She loves
lovely."
this." Yeah, you're lovely. But they all take notes, and the notes are apparently boob job, slightly orange.
But can she dip?
Yeah, we should ask that in the follow up. Likes the Rose Bowl.
You know,
I think we got a winner, folks.
Donna does the thing here that I'm not always brave enough to do when I'm submitting self tapes, which again, sometimes they're over email, and so I have to leave a little blurb about myself.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be something that I'm like, oh, this looks really cool. I would love to be a part of this project. Yeah, you and every other actor, motherfucker.
Sure, but
You gotta find something different to say.
It's better than saying I have notes. My name's Leslie, and I have thoughts about this script.
I have questions.
Yeah. On page 4, oh, fuck me. The scene I'm not even in, I should be in.
Yeah. No, I like a break.
Oh, okay. It's fair. So, yeah. So she does that. And there's basically 2 scenes happening here at the same time, and they just cross-cut between them. It's all the stuff happening at the Rose Parade House, and Dylan and Tony riding a motorcycle. So everyone and Val shows up, even though she said she wasn't going to. And there's a nice ADR moment where they go, "Val, what are you doing here?"
I missed that completely.
It's real quick, but it happens before before they come on screen.
Okay.
It's like the establishing shot of the Rose place, and it's like Donna going, "Val, you came."
Yeah.
And then Kelly's like, "Why are you here?" And she's like, "Because I came here."
Yeah.
And they take a tour of the building, and I'm mushing these scenes together because this is
yeah, please.
They take a tour of the building, and Donna's like, "Tiaras are great, and I think I used to have this wallpaper." And Claire's like, "I think you can't fuck if you live here." And Val's like, "Pass." And everybody doesn't want to do it, but Donna's real excited. And Brandon and Susan are there, and Susan hates it because she's a woman. And Brandon thinks it's great because America.
Anything that's been around 100 years can't be that bad.
Yep. And then Susan correctly brings up minstrelsy.
Brilliant.
I was a big fan of that. She's like, "People aren't singing Mammy anymore, Brandon. Sometimes we move on from stuff."
Yeah, sometimes we change the name to Pearl Mill Company.
What's that one?
That was Aunt Jemima, and now they've changed it to Pearl Mill.
I did not know that was the new name. I haven't bought syrup in a minute, I suppose. So
my parents still buy box pancake mix and the syrup. So
gotcha.
Pearl Mill.
Yeah, I don't know. We do homemade pancakes here, but it's easy. I mean, I don't do it. It's easy for me because I don't bother. But it's like 4 ingredients. Like, you know.
Little insight into my mom. Stuff from scratch goes over her head. This is a woman who made Thanksgiving for years for her side of the family. Like, this woman can cook, but like the whole idea of making something from scratch is just, it is a hard limit for her. She's like, why would I do that?
Wait, does she make?
Yep.
I hope the answer to this is no. Does she make boxed stuffing?
No.
Oh, thank God.
No. The line is there. This is the fun. Again, she doesn't.
Thank God, Marilyn.
I know. My mom almost missed out on future visits from you. Good grief.
Fucking boxed fucking.
Next time you're there, just I give you permission to go through the closet and just be like, box this. Leslie said I could do this.
I don't have a problem. Look, I don't have a problem with boxed food. Like,
sure,
fine, you know. But box stuffing, I'm not a fan. And I like Bisquick pancakes. Like, Bisquick pancakes are great. Like,
yeah,
it's great. but you don't need it because it's flour and baking powder and maybe a dash of salt. Like there's almost nothing in it. Like it's
Yeah.
some milk and eggs. It's fine.
No, I hear you. At this point, I think it's a comfort thing for them. It is
Yeah.
just what they've done
And
our whole
if you're
lives.
cooking, and they're only cooking for two people most of the time,
Yeah.
so let's make it easy.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with making it easy where it can be easy.
exactly.
But I don't know why we're talking about that. It's fine. Other than like I almost shamed your mom for no reason. Thank God.
I thought you were shaming my digression, and I'm like, it happens, Jeff. We go off on so many paths.
Weird digressions. We should just call the podcast digressions. So and Donna's real excited. She does her thing. Nobody else gives a shit. And it was because of minstrelsy and Donna, or
Yeah.
Susan and Brandon.
You're right.
We went from minstrelsy to shitting on your mom's cooking real fast. What a trip that was.
Wow.
I know.
Not what I meant, but fine.
I mean, we got there. It wasn't the intent. That's what happened.
No.
And speaking of getting there, Dylan and Tony are riding a motorcycle, and Bruno is following at a discreet distance of like.
Suddenly we're watching New Moon.
Right. Yeah. I'm like, Renesmee, my ass. And then here's what I love. Laura doesn't hear your side of the conversation as she's sitting over there, and she just heard me say Renesmee, my ass, out of nowhere. No context whatsoever.
It was me being funny, Laura.
Yep, I'm a fan. And Tony is like, can you lose him? And Dylan is like, sure I can. This road has no turnoffs. You can't lose someone on a road where you can't turn right or left. You're just on all they got to do is stay on the same road. Eventually they're going to catch up. And that's what happens. Bruno catches up with them after they lose him. And then they're by the ocean, lovely vista. And Tony's like, I've never been on a motorcycle before. It was sexy. And then, you know what she does? She channels her inner girl who's wearing that thing that looks like a bra, but isn't a bra, but is a bra. Call back to season fucking 2.
Wow.
Where she's like, I want to drive it. And instead of stealing his car, like that chick does, she pops multiple wheelies.
She does the raindrops keep falling on my head bit. She's Paul Newman showing off.
Yes. What? Why are you popping wheelies on this motorcycle?
Listen, we need to make it more and more difficult for Dylan to want to kill her dad.
I guess. But she pops 2 wheelies. What? Also, it was probably the same stunt double that fell down the stairs for Donna. Like,
yep.
There's no chance Rebecca Gayheart is popping wheelies. Like, this is just not what's going on.
You don't know, man.
I don't know. But we know. This is ridiculous. And Dylan's like, where'd you learn to ride a motorcycle? And she's like, my dad wishes I had a penis. And he's like, I'm glad you don't. And he gives her the Crocodile Dundee, like checking.
Wow.
Yeah, reaches down. She's a Sheila, don't worry about it. And then they smooch. And she's like, ooh, boy, I was waiting for you to do that. And this is getting complicated. Yeah. Getting more and more. So all that's over. So is the stuff at the Rose house. I don't even know what the place is called. It's a Rose place. It's lovely. Pretty Rose. Yeah. And then Kelly goes back to the After Dark to find Colin. What'd you think of Colin's sketch work?
Basic.
I mean, sketch work's supposed to be basic, but it is fucking basic.
I've seen better sketch work.
I have too. I've done better sketch work. Mostly boobs. Whatever. And then they smooch, and Colin's not going to go to the ball.
Shocker.
Yeah, it's terrible. And so then Kelly's like, fine, I'll ask David. He'll go with me. And David says, oh, shit, I can't. I got to go play cards with my mom. And then 35 seconds later, David is trying on a tuxedo.
It says, whatever, I'll bail on her. Nothing wrong. Nothing bad can happen.
But also, like, no mention of him changing his mind. He just says he's going to do A and immediately does B.
Yep.
Fucking crazy town. And then Claire asks Steve to go to the ball with her after chastising his math abilities once again. And he's like, I suppose. And then the most peculiar thing of the episode happens. Brandon vacuums the living room with a t-shirt tucked into shorts. What the fuck is happening here? Why are you dressing like that in your own home? It's so weird. I don't understand anything anymore. Black is white. We're through the looking glass here, people.
That's his version of being a housewife wearing heels while vacuuming, Jeff. He
And
just
pearls.
wants to look nice.
Yeah. Thank God that all Steve needed was the keyboard plugged in, because if there was a mouse involved, Brandon would have stood on a chair and swatted it with a broom. But Steve's like, I need help. And they go in, and Brandon is tech support, which is weird. And he's like, you plug in the keyboard, big guy. Rose grows in the front. And Dylan's like, what are you doing? And Steve's like, there was clearly some kind of line that Dylan had that they cut out here, because it's a real hard cut. Dylan says something like, I knew you were computer savvy, but I didn't know you were desperate. And he says like something like meanwhile or something, and then it just cuts. He doesn't finish that thought, and I think it was like, he's not as good at ad-libbing as we are, so we're just going to get rid of that.
Yeah.
But then he leaves, and they're like, probably a good idea, and I think they might be talking about the show.
Oh,
I don't know. He's like, I think it's best if I leave, and they're like, that's probably smart, because like, we're doing fucking Tenderheart over here. This is what this has devolved to. I'm wearing a tucked in t-shirt while I vacuum. All bets
they are in very different shows. Like, Brandon and Dylan's conversation was basically a repeat of when Brandon first met Tony. She's cute. Hadn't noticed. Really? Yep. They have that exact same exchange again.
They do. For like the 1,000th time, Brandon's like, what are you doing here? What?
And how can I help?
Right. How can I help you ruin this girl's life and murder her father? Because this is the path we're on.
I'm going to tuck in my shirt as I help you murder.
Yeah. Oh my God. So Steve makes a date with Cuddles on the internet while all that's going on. And then Brandon at the staff meeting asks Susan to go to the ball with him, and they have more banter. Donna makes the cut and is sad about Felice being Felice.
But very important lesson. So that we all need to learn early. Stop trying to make your parents proud of you.
Stop trying to do anything for anybody other than you. Make yourself happy, Donna. Jesus. But she's like, hey, and then David is trying on the tuxedo for the thing he wasn't going to go to. And Ray walks in to someone's bedroom. I don't know whose. Donna's, I think, because it's got the 4-poster, right?
See, I didn't see the 4-post this time.
Oh, I think it does. But David is wearing a tuxedo and boxer shorts. Donna shits on plaid, even though Ray was wearing plaid to go see Joe Cola. And then Ray walks in and is not angry that David is in his girlfriend's room not wearing pants.
Ray was so chill this episode.
Yeah. And he's like, hey, I can't go to your thing. And she's like, what? And he's like, yeah, I got to go play this bitch's birthday party. I guess she got over her cold. Her left nose works. And Donna's like disappointed or whatever. But, that's fine. But then some time in between that conversation and the end of the episode, Ray rents a tuxedo, and it's the same day.
Yep.
He's like, can't do it tonight. Ray does not own a tuxedo, you guys. Ray can only afford one T, and it's not for tux. Okay? Pruitt. One T. And So what the fuck? He's not going. Everybody's not going, and then they're going, and then they're not going. And speaking of not going and then going, Colin finishes priming the wall, and Val is there offering him iced tea. And he's like, I'm all done. Let's go to the ball. I have a tux too. Okay.
I get why this angered you now.
It's weird. It's everybody.
Yeah.
And then Val is like, she's all cute. And then she does a whole outfit and hair change. And they go to the ball. I don't know when anyone has time to do any of this shit, but they do. And then Donna goes to the birthday. Why are you at the birthday party?
I was so confused by that too.
This thing is important to you. You're at the birthday party. Why are you at the birthday party?
Because you can't go anywhere without a date, Jeff. Oh. Why don't you get that?
I know people like that. Whatever. And Ray, in the second thing this episode that made me laugh out loud, the first being the wheelies. I legitimately laughed when she popped that wheelie. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Ray is playing Hold On to musical chairs for 12-year-olds. And that goes on for like 2 whole verses of Hold On. It's so crazy. And okay. And then they're at the big ball. Val and Colin arrive while David and Kelly show up, and
they preemptively do their audition for Dancing with the Stars.
They do. I skipped a thing though, where Brandon and Susan get their prom picture taken by the same guy who apparently took the pictures at West Bev. I tried to check, but he's not in the IMDb for this episode, so I couldn't do a cross check. Yeah, even though he has the lines, he's not in this episode. It's weird. And then Kelly and David dance to End the Mood, and Brandon does not say, I danced to this after I lost my virginity to Cheryl.
I know. Missed opportunity.
Come on, you gotta remember your history here, guys. I do. And then while they're dancing, Val and Colin show up, and Kelly loses her shit.
Oh my god. The frosty makeup and just out of nowhere. You're such a bitch.
Right. Let's go yell at each other in the bathroom.
I would not be following you into a bathroom.
Yeah. I'd go into the back of the kitchen where there are knives.
And if you follow me, oh my god, I'm going to just hole up in the stall and be like, I'll just wait.
Yeah. You know where I'd rather have this conversation? In the back hallway where Steve told you he was adopted. That's where I want, because there's cutlery there and we're going at it. We're going to, a jet is a jet. Guess what? Cut you. It's like the Eat It video with forks. Yeah. And Val's like, look, this was Colin's idea. Why are you being such a rag? Even though Kelly's right. Val's full of shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. All of this is so messy, and none of it is like super linear. And now they hate each other. And Val goes out and pulls Colin into the ladies' room, and Colin's like, "Well, this is about to get freaky. I'm okay with this." In the ladies' room, Claire, stand guard. What? Okay. So I don't know. They hate each other again now.
Even though they were being civil at the Peach Pit earlier.
They were. And Val's like, I thought we were going to be friends after I lied to you about Ginger stealing your shit and whatever. I thought my scam worked. Fuck. I guess I fucked it up when I made 7 different decisions about whether I was coming to this party or not. It's so fucking weird. And so they whatever. And so Kelly and Colin go home, and then Steve and Claire. This is the other thing. Steve is this ball with Claire, but he made a date with Cuddles for afterwards. So he's trying to bail on the witch and break her broomstick. So they're gonna leave early. It's fine. And Val's like, well, my ride's gone. Steve or Brandon? And Brandon's like, no, we got to go back to the newsroom and write some copy. And David's like, I'll take you home, but let's dance first. And also, can we stop by my mom's? And she's like, sure. What could possibly go wrong? Then Tony shows up and wakes Dylan up. He's sleeping on, I don't know why he doesn't go to his bedroom, but whatever. Sleeping on the couch. And I guess they didn't want to bring the other set over. And so she's at the door and she's like, I can't give you more smooches if I say goodnight over the phone, smooch. So all that's going well. Everything's probably fine. And then back to the newsroom, Brandon and Susan have a little more banter. He says that she's a good editor, and she says, maybe there's something I like about you. I'll think about it. And she thinks about it for a couple seconds, and she puts her head, and she frets, and she consternation. She's like, are you fucking this up like Brandon with the threesome? And she says not to fuck it up. She gets up, and she's like, I like your lips.
Great lips.
That's right. Great lips. And also ass. Give it to me. So they smooch. And then, but then Ray and Donna show up at the party after everybody's basically left. Last dance. And they dance somewhere else. And I don't know. They're in love or whatever. Everything's fine. She's going to be on the Rose Court. And he's going to get a record deal and everything's super.
Everything's fine. They just had a rough patch. It's perfectly normal. God.
It's fine. He only threw her down the stairs once.
Oh, you want to tell me you've never been thrown down the stairs?
That's right. Let he amongst us who has not thrown someone down the stairs cast the first stone. Jeez. I think is where we're at. And then Steve shows up at the Peach Pit, and Nat's like, Stevie, my boy, I'm so glad you're here. And he's like, hey, is anyone coming asking for Tenderheart? And Nat gets a shit-eating grin on his face. And Steve's like, and he looks over, and he sees that Cuddles is Claire the whole time.
And he said, oh, it's you.
That's right. And she's like, oh, fuck, I don't like health food either. And so, I don't know.
I am into champagne.
That's right. Now there's something going on there. Probably the same newspaper Bruno was reading is where they put that one ad. And then David and Val show up at Sheila's, and she's like, don't worry about it. I know what it's like to worry about your parents, but nothing bad ever happens. We're going to ignore my dad being dead. And then there's, oh my God, police sirens and ambulances and what's happening? And Sheila attempted suicide. And Val has a look on her face that says, I see my trauma again. And Kurt.
This is an actual case of triggered.
Yep.
Note it. Learn to love it.
Yep.
Activation is a perfectly suitable other word for you hyper-triggered users.
Yep. It's bad for Val. It's bad for David. It's bad for Sheila. It's bad all around. So that's what happens in this episode. What is this episode really about?
Everyone's got a bad attitude.
Sure.
Brandon's got a bad attitude about feminists.
Yep.
Claire and Val about pageants.
Susan about minstrelsy.
Oh my God.
Why are you so down on Al Jolson all of a sudden? Big band music is back, Susan. Weren't you paying attention?
No. Steve has a bad attitude about math.
Oh, all of it. Yep.
Kelly has a bad attitude about Val and Colin.
Willie's got a bad attitude about Steve's attitude about math.
Yeah.
Like, fucking dummy at 63.
David has a bad attitude about Sheila, and Donna and Felice are just bad attituding each other.
They really are. Yeah, everyone in this episode is Mr. T in the A team. B.A. Baracus.
I guess I don't understand you. Well, that makes two of us, because I certainly don't understand you either.
Yep. And Leslie went, fuckers.
Okay, listen.
Mirror. I like, there are so many different things that I indicate by holding my hand up to the screen. Like, we've got the edict, we've got your mirror, we've got Colin's hair, we've got, it's amazing what you can do with this amount of space.
We have our own sign language.
We do. Yeah, it's good. This episode is about lying to people for no reason at all. Like, Tony just lies that she can, like, she's never been on a motorcycle, and then she fucking pops wheelies. Everything Val says and does is like, she's lying to somebody about something for no reason whatsoever.
She has a problem.
She really does. Steve and Claire, online and in person, are just lying to each other. Everybody just telling lies. And what else is this episode about?
Women won't leave men alone.
Bitch.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's tough.
Claire annoying Steve about math.
Mm-hmm.
Val won't leave Colin alone. Like,
Mhm.
oh hey, what are you gonna be doing this weekend? Oh yeah, I can stay here too.
Yep.
Tony won't leave Dylan alone.
Nope. Keep showing up at his door.
She probably senses he has a hit on her dad.
Probably.
She's been through this before. This is really like old hack for her.
Not her first rodeo. 100%.
No. Sheila, my girl.
Yeah.
I get it. You're lonely.
It's
I
tough.
also want people to hang out with me. Maybe that's why I should have a kid.
There you
So
go.
they have to hang out with me.
That solves everyone's problems. It's a good idea. No notes.
Jessica won't leave Ray alone. And Kelly won't leave Val and Colin alone.
Would you like my gross juice box?
Yeah, you want to share?
Yeah. I just had this thought. And it's strictly a TV production thought, but there are two separate things in this episode where they just had, like, I think they had Tony, Rebecca, and Jason Wiles, Colin. I think they didn't, like, they wanted to get all their shit done in one day. So they said, Colin, stand on this ladder. We're going to have different people come into this room and talk to you.
Oh,
And then with Rebecca, they said, okay, we're putting up Dylan's house set. Tony, just keep coming to the door.
Yeah.
Like, come to the door, go away. Wardrobe change, relight, back to one, and action. Like,
yep.
They just reset and did it again. Yeah, and that's totally just because you got to save that money, and I get it.
You know what? I gotta hand it to them because that's multiple sets.
Yeah.
Like, it's 3 scenes, but those are big sets to switch from.
Yeah, and I think they leave those up all the time, really, at this point.
I mean, I think some of them, probably anything to do with the Peach Pit stays up or Casa Walsh, but like maybe the Condor's Nest at this point.
I think Casa Walsh, I think the Peach Pit and the After Dark, I think the Condor's Nest all stay up all the time.
That makes sense.
And then everything else is as needed.
Dylan's house. For
as needed though, Dylan's house. Like sure. They use it a lot, but so maybe it did stay up. I mean, at this point, he's got 6 episodes left. They probably just left it up. We'll take it down when he's gone. I know. This episode is really about relationships getting started on some really rocky ground.
Oof.
Tony and Dylan, there's this whole murder thing happening. Brandon and Susan. I mean, the clear problem here is feminism, but whatever.
It usually is.
Yeah. David and Val, their relationship is starting off with an attempted suicide. Steve and Claire, lies about Care Bears. Colin and Kelly with this Val stuff going on in the middle of it. Also, he has his haircut. Colin and Val's relationship got started on a rocky road years ago when she had braces. And David and Sheila's relationship it's having some troubles. Too much bridge.
In David's defense, he's having to, I know.
Defense.
He's having to do way too much. Like
it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
He's a young adult and he's your kid, you know. Obviously you want to raise your kids to like love you and take care of you or want to take care of you. But like
endless bridge games are not fun.
No, and like it totally makes sense in this country with its lack of mental health care, especially in 95, that she would be sent off to find an apartment when she's clearly not ready to be on her own.
Yeah, she doesn't seem ready. And, you know, also in David's defense, he has now seen what can be done with male hair. And he is growing his hair back out. He is busy. He's got to go home and look in the mirror and see if that hair is coming in any better. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. I think this episode is mostly about why. Why does Leslie Sumner drop the Schulman? Why does Donna need a weekly manicure? Why does Jessica offer them snot juice? Why doesn't Felice want Donna to be in the Rose Parade? Why does Donna go to Ray's gig? Why does Susan think say cheese is funny? Do you notice that? The guy said say cheese and she breaks out laughing when they're getting their prom
because
picture
Brandon like tickles her or pinches her.
Oh, I didn't see that part. I just
Oh my God.
That was hilarious.
It's so quick. And also, this is one of those screenshots I've seen on the internet. I'm like, who the fuck is this lady?
There you go.
Because if you look at just the photo, she looks much older than him.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's the haircut, I think.
It might be the haircut. Yeah, okay, it's the serious feminist haircut. But anyway, yeah. Wait, where are we going with it?
Oh, her laughing at say cheese.
Oh, her laugh. Yeah, it looked like he either poked her, some kind of pinch or tickle.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or both.
Okay. We might have answered one of the whys. Why does Brandon tuck his shirt in when he vacuums? Unanswerable, that question. Why does Kelly get so immediately angry with Val when she shows up? So mad. Why does Brandon not say, hey, it's in the mood. I danced to this after I lost my virginity. Come on, Brandon. Remember your own life. Why does Tony lie about being able to ride a motorcycle? Why does Susan hate everything except Brandon's lips and butthole? Why does Ray sing Hold On instead of Why? Why is the answer here. That's the question and the answer. And why does everyone have a tuxedo?
Because they're in Beverly Hills. Duh.
Pruitt with one T. Because they couldn't afford a second one. They can't afford, and that T is truck.
He probably took that one off of a dead relative.
I probably did. Somebody he murdered.
Oh, my grandpa was buried in it.
That's right. Anything else this episode might really have been about?
Yes.
Okay.
Brandon is already a grandpa.
He likes his big band music.
He's just saying wild shit out of pocket.
Yep.
If you have a grandpa who says anything.
Fair. What?
Although Pop definitely says some wild shit to me in his day. I wish that had been it. There's stuff I'm not gonna say on here.
What do those shoes got to do with learning? He said that.
Oh my God.
Why do you need so many CDs?
Brandon says anything that's lasted 100 years can't be all that bad.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just gonna leave that.
I'll leave it at that.
That's fine.
He tickles you to make you smile.
Yeah. That's true.
Says condescending shit.
Yep.
For no reason.
Uh-huh.
Calls Jazz very righteous.
Very righteous. Yeah.
Anything else? Oh, and is there anything nice about me you'd like to say?
Yeah, begging for compliments. Yeah. I don't know. Do grandpas do this? Do they do the lip quiver?
Yeah.
Do they? All right.
Yeah, they want attention.
That's true.
From their grandkids.
Give them some sugar.
Oh my God.
That's a grandma move, but still.
It sure is.
Yep. Love that.
Aww.
I know. Anything else?
No.
All right. Val's trauma response. Tell a story about puking on a judge. Say she's not going to the Tournament of Roses. Tell Kelly she'll convince Colin to go. Help Colin tape the ceiling badly. Then tell Colin she has no plans and can help him. Then tell Colin not to tell Kelly in ADR, by the way. Let's not tell Kelly. Weird.
Yeah.
Come to the Roses thing anyway. Apologize about getting Colin to come even though she didn't even try. Be creeped out by the Rose house. It's too conservative for her. Be impressed by the flowers, though. Gotta like flowers. Tell Donna that she's got no chance at this. There's 1,000 people here, Donna. You're number 675. Who the fuck cares? Leave. She has to leave. She had to hang out with Colin and offer him some iced tea. She had to go to the ball with Colin. Then she had to argue with Kelly in the bathroom, dance with David, go home with David, and react to parental suicide attempts.
She sure did.
She was busy this episode, Val. She was in like every other scene. It's a lot.
Yeah.
What did this episode make you nostalgic for?
Okay, so this is a weird one because when I first watched the episode, this scene wasn't in it, and then when you texted me last night about musical chairs,
Oh yeah,
I was like, "What?" And then you sent me the recording. I watched it, and in that scene, I became Val and was triggered by remembering how stressful that fucking game is.
yeah.
And you know what? And I realized, because I'm healing Cheesemeisters, I realized in that moment, I miss stressing over that game, because that's an okay kind of stress. You're trying to win, damn it. You're trying to make sure you get on a chair, but you're also having a good time if you're me, dancing to the music and like showing off your moves and, oh shit, I'm playing a game.
Elbow a motherfucker.
And see, this is where I was never very competitive, and I was usually the one like, whoop.
Yep. No, I get
thinking she got on the chair and then slid off.
Slide right off. Yeah. Yeah, you got to get more than a quarter of an ass cheek on there. It's got to be like one full ass cheek, or you're not staying on. And you're tiny. You got to do both cheeks.
I was going to say, it is not a game for kids who develop late.
No, you got to have a big dumper to win that game. You just do.
There's one year I was pudgy, and then immediately like a growth spurt happened, and teachers were asking my parents questions like, is she okay?
That's what I mean. It's the same thing that happens. Like you have a body for gymnastics, and then you grow.
Yeah.
You have a body for musical chairs. You've got a fat dumper, and then all of a sudden you're too skinny and you can't compete anymore. So it's the way it goes. Well, we're all betrayed by our bodies at one point or another.
Oh my God, we sure are.
Yeah, it's no good. I think this makes me nostalgic for Indiana winning the Rose Bowl this year.
Oh, it sure does.
Because we never did in my life. So,
yeah.
All right.
The Knicks only had to wait 50 years to win again. IU's had to wait its entire lifetime.
And you know what the Knicks needed in order to win?
Indiana's Swift
own
showing up?
Indiana's own OG Anunoby.
What?
Yeah. Do you okay? Do you know who OG Anunoby is?
I do not.
Okay, he played for IU. He's the guy on the Knicks who got the game-winning tip in after they came back from 29 points down. That's
cool.
That's a Hoosier. That's OG. They also, and I don't want to discount the importance of this at all, they needed Danhausen to remove the curse. So you got a familiar. We'll talk about Danhausen off the air.
Okay.
But Danhausen is amazing. Very funny. All right. Who is your Steve Sanders Memorial worst person of the episode?
It's Brandon. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You said so much dumb, unnecessary shit this episode. And yeah. He said one too many dumb things, Jeff. I can forgive a couple, but he kept talking.
He did. He kept talking. I would go with whoever unplugged Steve's keyboard. But one of our main characters is still actively plotting murder. So I'm sticking with Dylan.
Oh my God. I see, this show's bad. I keep forgetting he's plotting murder.
Uh-huh. This is like at the end of the second season where neither one of us realized that Brandon saved another life. I'm like, he saved 2 lives in 1 year. That's nuts. And we just let it go.
Okay, now I need to find out if this show probably ends before How to Save a Life is even written. Damn it. I think so. I was like, they need to play that in the final season because Brandon is all about that. He hears that song and goes, I've done that.
I've done that multiple times. That's right. I'm a lifesaver. Yep, that's what it is for me. It's Dylan. All right, I think we did it.
We did.
All right, so join us here on Friday, Cheesemeisters, when we don't watch the Care Bear movie. Boo.
Me just for destroying Jeff's plans again.
Love makes me cry. That's maybe my favorite thing that's not the qua that Steve ever. No, it's not. There's something else he says in the season 7 season finale. That's one of my favorite things that Steve has ever said. We'll get there. But yeah, so we're gonna this week watch You've Got Mail, which, as best I can tell, is an AOL commercial. So we're gonna watch that.
Oh
And-
man, yeah.
And then join us here next week when we watch season 6, episode 5, Lover's Leap.
Oh dear.
Yep. I don't even remember. We have to look and see what goes on next week, and then we'll pick a movie. It'll be fun. But until then, Cheese Meisters.
See you later.
Gotta go. Smell you later.